Alrighty then, are you guys ready for some very interesting gameplay? Which one? So, this account might have been cursed or something. I don't know what the hell happened. So, I decided to play the placement matches for this account for this season, and at the very beginning, I started fighting, platinum and gold players, high gold, and then all of a sudden, silver. Yeah. Anyways, level 1 team fight to get close enough for me to take Dark Wind and just bounce it around and kill Warwick. And then, whatever the hell happens here, Jin decides to just, never flash and gets killed for that. And then, once again, Master Yi gets too close to Ezreal and allows my Dark Wind to bounce. And I did get killed, but I got 2 kills out of that, so hooray for me. But now I started off with Dark Wind, so, my first camp is going to be a nightmare. But yeah. So yeah, this is silver. I guess it's silver. I don't know what the hell happened to this account. Also, there's no sound in this game because something happened with the recording, so you might kind of have to deal with it. I'm sorry for that, but the other videos shouldn't have this problem. Anyways, Master Yi middle, because why the fuck not? And also, I want you guys to be paying attention to the builds of my teammates, as well as the CS, as well as just kind of everything. You can already see, 4 minutes into this game, 8 kills so far. It's going fantastic. I picked Fiddlesticks mostly just kind of, I felt the enemy team was going to be very, very frontline heavy, or at least, very easy to kill Warwick and Master Yi. At least that's what I hoped for. We're going to try to gank Cho'Gath. It obviously was going to be more of a harassment gank, and he just tries to be very BM. And by the way, there is a lot of anger in all chat, mostly towards a few players later into the game. Although you can't read it, I know, shame. Yeah, just look at Veigar's build. You can see this is going to be kind of interesting. Either way, bottom lane is doing well, but, I don't understand half the trades that are going down in this game. They're pretty piss poor. Me, on the other hand, I'm just trying to rush Hourglass as quick as possible because it's probably the only hope I actually have of doing anything this game without getting instantly killed if my teammates don't follow through. If you ult into a good position and your teammates decide to run or choose different targets entirely. Also, yeah, Master Yi mid lane, that's working out great for you, right? Yeah, either way, just waiting for him to try to get Veigar again for some reason. He ignored the fact that I was real close to him and decided to, I guess, go to a tower and then die. And it was rather easy to do so. Again, map awareness in these divisions are super poor. I'm going to be uploading more of these games. More of them, I want to say like Elo Hell, I guess, or Elo Dumpster. And you're going to notice a common trend in that map awareness is not a thing. And you know what? The saddest part about it is, everyone does ward. They ward. And yet they still die to ganks they saw coming. Because they're copying higher level players, or they watch on streams or LCS. They copy them. They see that they're buying wards and they have their trinkets and everything. But just because you have wards doesn't mean you actually, use them, right? So, yeah. Master Yi tower diving the Veigar once again. He gets killed, but he actually does manage to kill the Veigar, so hooray for him, I guess. Yes, the Veigar rushed a Banner of Command, and before you say, oh, that's a perfect strategy, Sternrod, just kind of watch where this is going, okay? Either way, I ult basically point blank to try to kill somebody. We do manage to get the Morgana, but she does see me in a position where Warwick can kill me, and then, slowly... almost die. I don't actually know during the game if Thresh had that cooldown during that fight, and he could have used it a lot earlier to actually, have some better effect, but whatever. So yeah, boost the swiftness on Veigar. Again, I'm going to be saying this. This is not the first and only weird-ass build you'll be seeing, because in lower divisions, people just don't seem to care or are weird and bad or something. There's a lot of rage in these games you sadly can't see. Though one of them, if I make it a stream cut, you will be you would not understand what's going on, because it was unbelievable. The amount of all chat trash talking that went into that game. I believe enough trash talking went in that game to fill up like 3 Word documents. And you will say that's not that much, Tomo. But considering the average game is usually very quiet, yeah. Anyways, again, 12-12, despite the fact that, there's been quite a bit of terror in the beginning of the game, it just seems like a lot of murdering is going around, a lot of just absolutely bad play. And plus, the replay issue where it gets all laggy and spiky at a certain point hasn't been fixed yet, because, whatever. Either way, Morgana went in for some reason and got herself easily killed. And just watch this next shenanigans. Master Yi's just hanging about when he couldn't actually do anything, so he gets easily picked off. Warwick comes in, and Jin just missed basically every shot except the last one, and Warwick gets killed. And then we get this, and then, Ezreal just decides to walk into all of us and get CC'd and killed. Then Morgana decides to get a little too close and get CC'd and killed. So that was just basically 4 kills handed to us for basically no effort. And yeah, Veigar's build is special. He's building Chain Vest next. What do you think he's building? Because right now Deadman's Plate, Veigar is like the total meta of the game right now. And, just because, you think this game was going to be easy? Well, yeah. So, yeah, my team right now is kind of fed off their asses because the enemy team decided, hey, you know what's fun? Suicide. Let's do that. Don't do suicide, kids. Anyways, yeah, we got a tank Veigar with a banner of command, and you know what? The rest of us are doing so well, or I'm doing so well, that it kind of doesn't matter at this point, because if given enough time, even tank Veigar will technically scale with his passive, so whatever, right? Yeah, if Sion gets chased, he escapes. The enemy team is like disorganized as hell, so they don't even bother chasing him or chasing me or anybody, even though they might have been able to do something. Veigar and Sion push way beyond where they should be, so they get CC'd, and then the rest of the enemy team comes in, and they slowly get caught. And, Warwick misses his ultimate, and I go in with my ultimate, and we manage to slowly kill the Warwick. The damage being so disorganized means it takes quite a bit of effort. I get CC down, Cho'Gath comes in, I activate my stasis, I flash away, and I was going to try to lock him down so I can drain his blood, but nah, the Black Shield saves him. And then Ezreal comes in and guns down the last of my teammates. And then weird little fight happens where, the Veigar somehow, doesn't die. And then Jin comes in, misses, his ultimate altogether again, and then Master Yi comes in and just runs up to him and cuts him to pieces. I believe this is like, look at this. There's no words to describe this because all of that was just awful. The fact that nobody focused any actual targets, they were all just kind of scattered, all the missed abilities, the fact that Jin kind of uses his ultimate just kind of like that rather than, getting in range and shooting without attacks, which would have been more effective and, not missed. And my Veigar, of course, is just kind of feeding, really. I believe he was trolling this game. I mean, obviously, with his build. He didn't even say anything or whatever. By the way, I ult in, catching the Morgana and the Cho'Gath. Not the best ultimate, but I figure, if we do quite a bit of damage, hopefully the Jin will do something. And he does do something. He kind of, ults right in their faces right here. Which, obviously is not very effective because once everyone else dies, they catch up to him and destroy him. So, hooray. It's 24-26. I told you this game wasn't going to be over just like that. I told you. Either way, Warwick decides to tower dive and promptly dies. Veigar gets murdered, and then Ezreal almost died. I was hoping he would E into the tower without it being killed, so he would have been, shot and killed by the tower. But whatever. Yeah, look at the builds of, the game. The enemy team is a mix of AP and AD, so the build for Sion isn't completely terrible yet. Master Yi got caught, but, it takes quite a bit of an effort to even try to catch him. And thanks to the Baron, the bounces from my Dark Wind finish him off, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, Jin's ultimates haven't been very ineffective. Sion is going to burn in with the ultimate right now, managed to catch the Morgana, who goes into stasis and doesn't die quickly. But then we can finish her off. We give a really awkward chase because we couldn't catch him. And the defense is pretty lackluster. I mean, right now the Cannon Minion is doing his work. Warwick tries to come in, but I instant fear him, and it stops. And then he ults into my Veigar, who's kind of the worst target and a tank. I ulted in, destroyed the Warwick, though I should have put myself better to do some damage against the Ezreal. Wait to stasis, and the second I come out, I fear the Master Yi, run away, and throw my Dark Wind, or right now I'll throw my Dark Wind, to try to, stop them from chasing down the Jin and killing him. So, he survived, so it could have been a lot worse. We could have overstayed our welcome, as is done in this division, which Jin is kind of in a very awkward place. If, they had kind of responded together and kind of pinned him down and killed him, they could have possibly done that. Anyways, yay, Tank Veigar is now building an, catalyst because reasons and whatever. He's at least the enemy team can't aim, so he's not being punished. And once again, the Master Yi is just kind of whatever. Sion misses completely and ends his ultimate preemptively, so that it's not really that effective. Jin pops his ultimate again instead of just gunning someone down, and allows Cho'Gath to escape, and then the Ezreal decided to throw his life away by blinking into the Jhin and getting shot in the face, which again wouldn't have amounted to anything, and nor did he even need to do that to rescue the Cho'Gath. So, hooray! Again, a powered up minion gets to do quite a bit of damage actually, and then before he gets taken down because they completely ignore it instead of bringing it down. So, hooray for lower divisions. I go in, of course, pop my ultimate, do quite a bit of damage against the Cho'Gath, but not enough to bring him down before his homies arrive. He finally goes down, but it's going to lead to my death really quickly. Jhin misses his ultimate again because, you expect to aim his ultimate properly? Nah. Either way, he gets caught and destroyed, is getting Ezreal a triple kill, which now he has a 12, 5, and 11, which makes him seem like he's a badass. But that's just silver. That's just silver, man. 32 and 35 at about 26 minutes, so hooray. And, for however good my early game was, I now don't look as hot, right? Either way, Veigar, again, they go after him again, ignoring the fact that his homies could be nearby, which allows me just to destroy the Ezreal, and then Morgana, and then Cho'Gath gets CC'd down. I don't know what the hell the Sion crashed into, right? An invisible minion. Or did the minion die? I don't know. We CC Cho'Gath down, and Warwick comes in to try to help his homie down. But, that was all completely pointless because we have this crowd control that into damage, and he doesn't have any of that, so he promptly destroyed. He was pretty much throwing his life away. We take down the next turret. We go for the enemy Nexus, and they put up one last, actually valiant defense. By the way, Ezreal goes at me pretty damn ham, but fear, drain, and then stasis. Well, not stasis yet. Right now, I'm gonna get quite a bit damaged and ignited by the Master Yi, but stasis keeps me alive after the Master Yi dies. And then the Warwick comes in a warpath looking for me, and I fear him. I try to survive as best I can, but then he bites my little scarecrow ass. And then Jhin, for the good measure, the only thing he could hit was a Cho'Gath who stopped moving. Hooray for silver games! And if you liked this video, remember to give it a like. And if you aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure to hit the little bell up there somewhere so you actually get notifications to my videos because YouTube and stuff.